gang, it's your girl Nia and I'm back with another video. OMG. I've been thinking about this food all day. Period. I am here today with a mukbang. We are going to be chatting and eating and it's going to be a story time, okay? So, today I got me some Burger King. Got my little orange soda. Kenan and Kel, y'all know that? Okay. That was my favorite show back in the day. I used to literally love that. Like, I don't know if anybody else did, but Nickelodeon was my... Listen, that was my stuff, like, back in the day. I used to watch everything. And now, still to this day, I watch SpongeBob. Don't judge me. But, yeah, I got me a nice little, what is this? A spicy chicken sandwich. And I got me some fries. Because, you know, you can't go wrong with these little thick fries, okay? And I got me some honey mustard to go with it. I don't know what else I'll be eating on. The only other thing I would eat is barbecue. Basically, guys, I wanted to come to you guys with a story time. Oh, wait. I forgot to mention. I don't know if y'all know they have this new taco thing at Burger King. You y'all wouldn't test any tacos besides Taco Bell in Spanish places, Mexican places and stuff. But, you know, today we're going to try something different. And we're going to see what it tastes like. So, let's go ahead and get right with the video. I know y'all probably wondering, what's the story time? It's a crazy story time, actually. It is about one of my crazy, like, OD crazy exes. Sis, I know y'all got that one guy that... he literally leaves you speechless, like, bro. Okay, but let's get right into this story. So, basically, I dated a few people, whatever. But this one guy, well, my very first boyfriend. This is the story. My very first boyfriend. Let's give him a name. Let's say his name was Tom. I don't know. I'm just making up something, just pulling something out of the sky. But his name was Tom. I was young. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, being grown, cause you know, if my mama ever saw this, well, she know them, but she didn't know them. We had started dating at like, I think I was like 13. Girl, I was a child. But we started dating at like 13 and we was together for 6 years. 6 years. It's so funny how I can laugh about this now though, and like, it's funny to me now. But back in the day, I used to be sick. Thinking I was in love at 13. Who was in love at 13? So, I had to get it together. But anyway, we were together for 6 years. And, I really cared about him or whatever. I know he cared about me too. But he was like overly obsessive. Like, and at the time I didn't go through all the stuff I've been through in my life, like up until this moment, to understand like that stuff wasn't okay. So like at the time I'm thinking it's kinda cute that like, alright, he be kinda telling me what to, like, not what to do, but like, oh, he don't want nobody to know I got a nice little body, so I don't wear no tights. Or alright, he just want me to himself, so he just being a little cute, a little obsessive. Sis, if a guy ever was obsessive with you, you got to run. When I say run, Forrest, run. That's not cute. It's not okay. But you know, it's okay because I was young. We live and we learn, and that's just that. Because I definitely learned. Sis, I learned. Basically, we were together for a nice little time. We went to the same high school. I ain't even gonna put that out there because I know a lot of people actually might know this person. So I ain't even about to do all that. But it gets crazy. So we were together for 6 years. In the beginning, I want to say, out of the whole 6 years, I was probably only happy the first 2. Like, and maybe not even 2, like the first year and a half, maybe. But we were still rocking like for a long time, like a very long time. Like he actually, to me, when I look back at it now, I mean, when I look back at things now in general, I don't look at it as like a failure or like a mistake or anything, because I feel like at the end of the day, like I learned from it. So all it could have done was made me a better person to this day. Like I'm older now, like it's 10 plus years later, I'm cool. Like I understand things, and it showed me signs that I had to look for in a guy that just wasn't safe. It wasn't attractive. It wasn't normal. It wasn't nothing. So, and it's so crazy though, because I actually had two crazy guys that I can like say, like literally like had me like, I need a drink. I need a drink. I need something. Because what, like, it make you think, like, what did I just go through? Like, what just happened? What just happened? But anyway, I might have another story time about the second guy, but we're going to leave that where it's at. But the very, 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 very first guy I've ever been with was the craziest guy I've ever been with. Well, not the craziest, but one of the craziest. And basically, like I said, we was together for 6 years. We was cool. We went to the same high school. It was so cute because, like, he was the typical, it was like a typical, like, high school sweetheart type thing. Like, oh, he's a football player. I'm the cheerleader. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna wear his number every game. I used to have that on my face. I used to wear his little jerseys. It used to be like the cutest thing. But behind closed doors, girl, sis, I was like, But basically, we was rocking strong for the first 2 years. Like I said, I was a year and a half. I was happy then. But then out of nowhere, he just started changing. Like when I say, like, all right, we would go places and do things. Mind you, we were still young, so it was like, like little kid stuff. Like, all right, we can go to a little movie date. His dad had to talk to my mom or something, like, and we decided we're gonna go, like, stuff like that, like the little parent control type stuff. And it was fine for a long time at first. Like, it really was. And it's so funny, though, because when my mom and my dad first met him, my mom hated him. Like, she looked at me like, what is this? Who is this? Why are you even bringing him to my house? And at the time, I'm on a love, like, girl, we be swearing we be in love. Like, I'm talking about butterflies. I'm all like, but mom, he's my baby. I should listen to you back then, mom. If you hear this video, see this video, I should listen to you, because it was Run Forest Run. That was the first sign I should have listened to. But it's okay though, because the universe was definitely sending me signs. But it's okay. It's okay, because I learned. We're gonna keep it at that. I learned. But anyway, we was alright. So, because this can be a long story, but long story like short, we was together for a long time. It was nice and good in the beginning. We used to do the little cute stuff, but then out of nowhere, he just got like completely, like, just a whole 360. Like, he just changed completely. Like, it became, we like liking each other, but then it became, oh no, I'm gonna turn this way and you gonna chase me. At the time, I definitely jogged a little. Today, Denise, you want me to open the door for you? I'm trying to go. Oh, word. He used to, like, check my phones. Like, any 2 times a guy is checking your phone, first of all, y'all shouldn't be checking each other's phones altogether. Like, to me, I'm just not really into that. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the whole transparency thing and all that. I can trust you, but I don't really want to have to feel the need to, like, want to go through your phone. Because at that point, if I have to do that, then it's already a sign that I shouldn't be with you. So it's like, I'm going to fall back. But at the time, I was young, so I thought it was, like I said, I thought this stuff was cute. I'm on like, okay, you can check my phone, babe. Like, not thinking nothing of it, because I set a pattern, and he used to check my phone. He didn't want me to go out nowhere. He didn't want me to have no friends. Like, he literally would, like, I had, like, this one clique of, like, cheerleading friends that, like, I used to hang out with a lot out of school. And he used to literally try to, like, separate us, like, tell them lies, tell me lies, like, about them to make us not want to, like, be friends anymore. Like, it was the weirdest thing ever. Like, I never experienced it like that. So, that was that. fast forward, it got so weird that eventually I was just like, you know, I'm gonna cut my cords because I just can't do this. Like, it's starting to become draining. Like, it also was draining too because like his mom, for some odd reason, hated me. Like, I remember one time I got him like this Christmas present. At the time, I'm thinking I'm doing something big. Like, you know, I don't got no money. I'm getting allowance. I'm saving my little $5 every week. I saved up some money, got him some nice cologne, and I was all hyped to give it to him and everything. I went to his house, everything, knocked on the door, His mom, like, was like, this little B got you some cologne, who she thinks she is, and this and that, and da. And I'm just like, but ma'am, whatever do you? Cause like, I was such a respectful child. I've always been. Like, that's just who I was just taught that. But it's like, you're not going to disrespect me though. And I'm talking about time after time. So eventually I just was like, I can't do this no more. Like, I just can't. So I fell back and I just was like, I'm not dealing with him or his family. And it just was weird. It got like really weird. So at that point, when I say, this is fast forward, like, we was together for a while, he literally stalked me. So okay, fast forward, I graduated high school. We went our separate ways. He had graduated already a year before me though, because he was always a little older than me. So we graduated or whatever, went our separate ways, kind of. At least I thought we were going our separate ways. When I say, during the summer times and stuff, when I would be home from school and stuff, I would literally I would work 2 jobs, and I would work a lot or whatever. So while I was working, he knew my schedule. He would figure out my schedule. He would like literally like follow me home. I'm talking about like, not just like, oh, I'm creeping following you. I'm talking about like pulling like the car, skirt. I'm walking by myself, like in the dark, on my way home, not expecting nobody to pull up on me, and then bang, who right there? What name did we give him? The guy. I'm just gonna say the guy for right now because I don't even remember. But he would literally like stalk my life. Like, he basically, like, it was just one time, like, I'm walking and it got so bad that I literally had to have my best friends at the time, like 2 best friends at the time that lived in the same neighborhood as me, walk me to work, well, to the bus stop at least, and then off, like when I got off the bus from the bus stop to my house, because he would literally find my schedule. Like, he'll figure it out. He would literally watch me and figure out my schedule. He would pull up on me every single time I got off of work. He would literally, but like, not even just pull up on me just to like talk or be normal. Like, he would pull up and like look at me like on this evil, like, look like, ooh, I'm gonna hurt you or I'm gonna get you, and then just pull off like on some like really aggressiveness, like where you skirt, like you hear the car, like. So I used to really be terrified. Like, when I say terrified, like, I'm laughing about it now, but I remember literally like for about at least a good 2 years after the whole situation of the whole stalking, because it was a long time that he was stalking me. Because he stalked me for about at least 2 years. 2 years straight, almost every day. Like, every day, 2 years straight, he would stalk me. And it got really bad. It got so bad that, like, I would literally, even 2 years after that, I had, like, I don't want to say PTSD per se, but it was more like, I was on edge. Like, every truck I seen, I got scared. Every corner I turned, I was looking. Every 5 seconds I'm walking somewhere, I was looking back. Like, it threw me on a whole loop. Like, it really was it was horrible. It was really horrible. Until, I don't know, like, I just was over it. Like, at some point, like, I started getting angry because it was just like, yo, this is not the way I want to live. Like, this is not okay. Like, we broke up a long time ago. Why are you still here? Like, why are you even still, like, I could see if he was trying, like, get back with me on some, like, calm, cool, and collected, normal type of stuff, and I probably still wouldn't get back with him. But you on this weirdo type time. Like, I don't understand. I ain't even take a break at my birthday yet. Cause this story is intense. So, he ended up, like, doing it every day. Like, he would literally pull up on me he would like his windows used to be tinted too, so he would like crack it. Like, you know, any normal person would get scared. They see a car coming down the block with creeping windows, all quiet in the middle of the night. Your first instinct is drive by. My first instinct was my crazy ex. I don't understand. But I dealt with that for a long time. It got worse. It even got worse because, like, let's think about it. This is the whole time frame of, like, I literally, like, graduated high school. Now I'm on my way to college. I'm thinking it would be over by now. Like, I'm literally, like, moving on with my life. Like, you don't even understand how happy I was to be able to move away from home. Just to be away. Like, I didn't want him to know what school I went to. I didn't want him to know where I was located. Any friends I still talk to. Because I actually definitely went to college, like, alone. Completely alone. I didn't have no friends from high school or nothing. Maybe, actually, I had two. I'm not even gonna lie. I had two for the first year. And it was like a new beginning for me. Like, I just did not want nothing to do with the situation anymore. Like, don't even follow me. Don't look for me. Don't send for me if I ain't send for you. Okay. That's how I felt. So, basically, I'm thinking I got this fresh new start. I'm living on campus. I'm hyped. Like, I got a nice little dorm room, me and new people. But when I least expected, he always popped up. So I remember this one time I'm actually like on a shuttle. This is a couple of stories within my like college experience now. So mind you, okay, so let's rewind this. When I say he stalked me so hard that he would blow up my phone. Like, I'm talking about he would call me back to 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 back. Like, I think I'm exaggerating right now, but I'm so serious. I'm talking about back to back to back to back. Like I don't even know how anyone can get that many calls in within a few seconds or even a whole minute. Like, he would get at least 100 calls in within a minute. And it would be like so bad that I couldn't even use my phone anymore because every single time I'm trying to text somebody, call somebody, my phone is just ringing. I couldn't, because then if I touched it, I'm going to answer it. And then mind you, got touch screen phones and stuff. I didn't even want to touch the phone. I used to just look at that girl like, okay. But it used to scare me because it was just like, I just felt on edge. I had all this anxiety. Like, it took me a long time to even get past the anxiety that, like, I was feeling. Like, it took me a very long time. Like, so he would call back to back to back. But then the times I would answer, he'll be like trying to curse me out. Like, when I say curse me out, I'm talking about like, you would thought I had killed this dog or something. He would like, and it was always just random though. Like, he would always be talking about something from the past. Like, oh, you ain't do this, you ain't say this. Oh, I'm gonna be at your house and I'm gonna come and knock on your door. I'm gonna go talk to your parents if you don't want to talk to me. And like, baby boy, what's going on? And it got so bad that, like, he would literally go to my parents and try to tell them stuff about me. Like, they didn't know who I was. I remember one time he literally wrote a whole, like, letter to them to tell them how I used to sneak him in the house and, alright, little kid stuff. Like, okay. Okay. But he thought he was really doing something. I remember my mom was like, yeah, he wrote a letter. I said, I don't even want to read the letter. Still to this day, 10 plus years later, I did not read that letter. She still has it. I don't care. Because it's like, what are you talking about? You can't tell me about me. But fast forward to college, I would literally be on a shuttle on my way from class. Randomly. Like, I'm on campus again. Remember, I did not think he knew where I was at. I'll be in class. Get on the shuttle, on my way back to the dorm, you know, all hype, like, yeah, I'm about to take a little nap before my next class, and I get off the shuttle, who is standing right there? Who? How did you find me? How did you find me? So I would be freaking out, like, I would be freaking I couldn't even go to class without somebody, like, seeing if somebody was, without somebody stalking me. That's weird. So, and like, I was so shocked because I'm like, I didn't think he knew where I was even at. I didn't think he knew what school I decided to go to. None of that. So it took me by surprise. So then it was this one time, I'm literally like in the middle of like, this had to have been like midterms week. It wasn't finals week, because I definitely remember that, but it was midterms week. And I'm studying in the library, and any college student knows midterms and finals weeks are not the ones to play with. Everybody staying up, everybody drinking coffee, everybody on some type of like something to keep them going for these tests. In the library for about at least 4 or 5 hours at least. And out of nowhere, my phone just started blowing up. Like, when I say blowing up, I was like, who is calling me? I'm looking. It's literally every single one of my roommates. Like, I lived in a dorm at the time, so sorry, I thought it was a bug. I don't do bugs. I was living in like a dorm at the time, so the whole hall was like friends. So they all had my number. So when I say they are all calling me at one time, I'm like, did the building burn down? I'm so confused. Somebody break into my room. I'm just so confused. Like, what's going on? Because I definitely didn't expect that. It's so funny how this happened though. So they basically, my one good friend, she was like, me, like, he is literally like your ex. He look like this. He wear this. He do this. And I'm like, yeah. Why? Because it was so random. I'm like, why you even asking me that? She's like, well, he's here, and he got his bags packed, and he in the lobby waiting for you. Waiting for what? I didn't invite him anywhere. And his bags is packed. So I couldn't even believe it. Y'all. I couldn't even believe it. I was so shocked that I literally was like, you know what? FaceTime me. And just keep the phone down. She's like, alright, I got you. So she FaceTimes me, and I'm on the phone steady listening. So she like, hey. So she walks up to him, but she keeps the phone down enough that I can still see I can see the bags of him packed. Like, he was sitting there in my lobby waiting for me to come home, and just like, we didn't have any prior communication because I kept trying to like ignore him. Like, he would blow my phone up. He would send me email after email after email after email. If I really, oh my God, I wish I could have just like, I wish I still had them so y'all could really read what he used to write me. He used to write me stuff like, oh, you don't know how to be submissive to your man. You going against God's word right now. He used to always try to use God in it. He would throw God in it, and it would be like, are you serious right now? Like, we're not even married. I'm all of like 5. Why are we even talking about this right now? I'm not submitting to nothing. I don't know who you thought this was. I don't know. So I used to be really confused. Like, even at a young age, I knew though. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, submit to what? You are, and then who? Anyway, I used to just be like real irked. Like, no, I'm not submitting to anything. Like, no. He'll be like, you don't respect me. You go out here wearing whatever you want to wear, talk to whoever you want to talk to. Mind you, we literally spent every day together all day. Like, it was like, how? When am I doing this? I don't have time. Just what? Anyway, that time, she had the phone down. So I'm looking. I could see his shoes, his bags, everything packed, his feet, and everything. I could see all that. And I knew exactly who it was. I'm like, yo, this is definitely him. So I'm thinking in my head, like, yo, how am I getting home? He's in the middle of my lobby. So I was like, you know what? Just tell him I'm not gonna be home until like late tonight because I'm dealing at the mall, King of Pressure or something, right? He like, I hear him. He's like, oh, it's okay, no problem, I'll wait. Mind you, it had to have been like at least 2 o'clock at the time, and I said I wasn't gonna be home until like 8, 9 o'clock. He said it was okay to wait. Oh, okay. So I was like, wow. How am I about to get home? See, yeah, no. How am I about to get in the house? How am I getting there? How am I even getting my dorm room? I gotta walk past him and I don't want to see him. So I'm like, alright. It got so deep that I had to think about this. I had to really think. I'm like, alright, cool. I know I usually go out the back door sometimes, so I'm gonna just have to go in the back door this time. I literally had to go in the back door of my dorm building in order to get to my room. I had to literally like get on the elevator and just hide basically until I got to my room. At that point, I was I was beyond livid. Like, when I say pissed, I was like, no, I definitely gotta report this. So I reported to my, at the time, my GA, like the RAs and stuff at the college dorm, people that like oversee stuff. So the person that actually, like, the director of the dorm room, I just point blank told him, I said, listen, I can't do this. He was not invited. He's like, ain't this your boyfriend, ex-boyfriend? I said, no, sir, I don't know who this is. He cannot be here. So, long story short, we ended up talking about it, and he was like, if you really want me to ban him from here, I will. But you have to make your decision for yourself. Like, are you really done with him? Because, you know, people be going back and forth for days, for years. You know, I'm just not that one. I can't go back and forth with you. Once we done, we just done. I'm like, yes, absolutely, I want you to ban him. Like, no, it's nothing to think about. Because he was like, I'm going to give you a few days to think about it. So I need to do it right now. He got to go. Let him know he got to go. So they kindly let him know he had to go. He finally listened to them. It took him a long time, because even then he still was not trying to listen. He was like, but I'm trying to see my girlfriend. Girlfriend? I'm just like, please, he gotta go. So at that point, they banned him to the point where, like, if he was even to step foot on my campus, he would literally have to, like, he would get locked up. Like, he would get, like, the police would come and everything at that point, at least the on campus police and stuff. And he would have to really be banned. Like, he was really banned from my environment, because it was so toxic. And this is just a shortened version, because I don't want the video to be all long. But when I say he was so thrown off, like, it's so funny though, because even years later, even years later, like, even up until today, 10 plus years later, he still watches my stuff. He still finds me every time I have a social media. He still emails me every now and again to see if we can rekindle it. When someone paints a picture, when someone shows you their true colors, you do not go try to paint another picture. You do not. I repeat, do not try to repaint another picture, because all you doing is wasting your time, your energy, your patience, and your love that could be on somebody else. So it just was like, I couldn't even believe I had went through it. But it was just a awakening moment though, for me to know, like, when it's signs of, like, toxic stuff and toxic relationships, I cannot engage. Any signs of, like, something I just don't like, and it's not about me being, like, selfish or mean or petty or any of that, any negative, like, words you want to say about it. It's more about me protecting my energy now. Like, you know, it's like I'm not dealing with that anymore. Like, if any moment you do something that I do not like, I just, first I'm gonna communicate about it first, because I am learning that too. But if you don't understand where I'm coming from, or it's just a bold-faced red flag for me, then we cannot continue. Like, we can't. And you can't be mad at me for that either. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Just as much as somebody, if I was a red flag for somebody, I can't be mad for them to leave me either. But, sissy, listen, that story was intense. That's that. I'm gonna finish eating my food, you know, eating a little bird. Driving the boat, you know. But that's it with this video. Definitely stay tuned for another video, and don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and click the notification bell. Okay? And we are out of here.